Hello and welcome to my channel Making Crafts. So today I have something a little bit different. I want to show you some items I got for my birthday, and these are some items that all go together, and these were a total surprise. My husband surprised me with all of these, and I hadn't even asked for any of these. Some of them I've never seen, some of them I had heard of but had never even really looked into. So and then I'll show you how some of it works. So first off, I was getting a present a day for, I think I started on Saturday and my birthday was on Tuesday. So I was opening one thing a day and I got to choose which package to open. I had no idea what was in them, but each of the packages contained one of the packages contained two, but each of the packages contained some of these texture fades, and I'd never tried them. And these are the embossing folders, but they're very thick. When you impress on it, it does a really deep impression, a 3D texture fade, so it does give like a 3D effect. And so I got all of these, and throughout the opening from, I think it was from Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and so I got all of these different ones, and I will show you how these work today, and I'll show you some of them that I run through. And then for my final gift, it was this BigShot Switch Plus. So I have this, for years I've had the BigShot, Sizzix BigShot, that you manually, turn and run your dice through. So you can see here my plates have already been used because I got this a day early. Because it came in a day early, I didn't have to wait for my birthday to open my last present. So I already went and tried it out on cutting a few things and doing a few little projects just to see how it worked. And so I thought I would show it to you. So this is the BigShot Switch Plus, and this is the Tim Holtz version. There's a white version as well, or I think it's white or cream color. And I think that's just the Sizzix version, but I think they're probably both the same. It's just that they're just different colors. So first off, the Switch it's a die cutting machine, not electronic like digital machine like this Silhouette or the Cricut or anything like that. It's not like that. This one still just cuts dies and you run your embossing folders through, but it is what's the word I'm looking for? You don't have to do it manually. So it is an automatic one, I guess you would say. I probably used the wrong term. So first off, you pull this down to run your dies through, but you also have this little storage folder here, a pocket here, I mean. I don't know what I'll store in there, but you do have that. And then it comes with the two clear plates, and it also comes with the this little plate. It says Switch Plus adapter, and then it comes with it's because for embossing, it's a very thick plate. So let's first, I got us some scrap paper so we can try some things, so I can show it to you. So the first thing I'll try is these 3D texture fades. And so this was the one I'm going to try, the one with the, I think it's called, let's see, I don't remember now, Botanical, and it has the flowers on it. So I got some green paper out so we could try it. And actually, I had never seen a video on these, but my husband watched a video and said that you should wet the paper just a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold it over to the side away from the machine, and I'm going to wet it. So I'm going to kind of, let me just do it this way. Maybe I can keep it on camera for you. But you just spray your paper a little bit. He said that's what he saw in a video before he purchased it. He looked into this. So I hadn't even asked for one of these. When they were released, I saw an email that they were releasing them back at the beginning of the year, and I was like, oh, that would be so cool to have an automatic one. If you remember, my finger was broke then too, and I was like, it would be so cool to have an automatic one I didn't have to, roll through by hand, especially when my finger was broken. That would have been, it was a little harder, but I was still using mine. But I don't even think it was released then during that time when I said it. I think I just saw an email that it's going to be released, and so I really thought it would be neat, and so he actually heard me saying that and then ordered this. So what you do is, you just use your embossing plate, and then you put down the embossing folder. Well, this is what I figured out so far. And I think the beveled edge is supposed to be pointed so that it's sticking up there. And then you stick it into the machine. And you have a little power button here that you turn the machine on, and this is a reverse button. So once you stick it in here, it detects it. It's very quiet, and it just runs it right through. And then, here it is. And here is our paper that we've embossed. Let me set this aside so we can take a look at it. And it's still a little damp where I wet it. I may have wet it just a little much, but still you can see that 3D deep impression. And I think that looks really neat. Let me turn it over here to you. So you can see how deep it is. I think that's really beautiful. And so what I was thinking for this one, what would be neat with these impressions like this is just to use some metallic wax and just take and put a little bit on your finger and just highlight some of those edges. And I think that will be just gorgeous on a pocket, in a junk journal, or even on a cover of a junk journal. I think it'll also be pretty on a card if you wanted to make a card. But I just thought this kind of looked vintagey for some of the like vintage style journals that I do make. So that's just how that works. And I really love this one. And the other ones are great too. I did get a piece of black paper. I'll just leave that like that and just show you real good here. I don't know if you can see, but we will, let's try this one. So I got out some black paper. Let me close my wax so I don't get any water in it, because I want to show you this one. This is another one that I got from him, and this was called Mechanics, and it has the gears. So we'll just wet our black paper just a little bit. And then we'll just stick it inside this embossing folder. And then once again, we're using our embossing plate, and then just one of these top plates because it's so thick. And then we're just going to put it back in the machine. And you'll hear it, it detects it and it turns on. Let me move this out of the way. Oops, sorry for all that noise. There's a little flap on the back that opens and closes as it goes through. So you heard it open and then it flap closed when I pulled this completely out. So that's what the noise is that you're hearing. I'm just gonna lay that aside there. And so here is this one, and look at those gears. You can even see the little screw heads on it. And this one looks really cool when you do the, well, I actually did one with silver, but I don't have silver wax, I just have silver paint. So I'm not gonna bring out the paint right now, but when you highlight it with some of these waxes or with paint, even with just the metallic paint, just getting a little metallic paint on your finger and highlighting it, it looks really good. And so see, you can really bring out the different textures. So I really love this one too. So I was thrilled with my birthday presents. I thought that he did an awesome job with this, and I'm loving this machine so far. It has, I love that it's automatic like that, and it does such deep impressions with these, and it does cut well. So I thought I would show you the cutting as well. Let me just lay some of this aside here. I have these butterfly dies from Sizzix that I have been using for quite some time now. I've had it in several videos, and I absolutely love these. So I thought we would try these out today with it. And I've already been cutting some, you can see. I can show you the ones I've already cut, if I can find them. And so I've cut them, and I've just been layering them up, 2 or 3 in a layer. So I have some scrap paper here that we're going to cut some butterflies out of. Even though it looks like butterflies on it, when you cut it out, you really don't see that it was butterfly paper as much. It looks just more like a black and white paper. So we'll put those there. And I actually need to put it right here. So what you do is you layer up your thick board here. Let me see if I can hold this up so you can see it. So you have your thicker board, and then you have, this is the Switch Plus adapter. And that says for intricate dies. And then you also put down your clear plate, then your paper, and then we have our dies. So I'm going to stick those back right there. And then I have another piece here. Let's see. So I have this little die here that I've used in videos. So this one is the Stitched Slots die. So let's just try that one. I've used this one before in journals. I don't know if I've ever cut it on screen or not. So let's just put that there. Just kind of put them kind of in the middle here. And then we'll put our plate on top, and I'm doing the beveled edges down. That was my understanding as to how I'm supposed to do them. but I'm not an expert. I just got this and started using it. And here's my tool that a little pokey tool that I take and get the pieces out of the die. So then I'm just going to stick it in my machine, and it detects it automatically. You don't have to push any buttons. It just detects it, and then you just put it through. So I'm just going to do reverse and run it back through so it can maybe try to cut it twice. And so it keeps running until you get it out of the machine because it detects it in there. So let's see how it cuts. So I can see that it cut the slot one out really good. It did make a little cracking noise, but I think that's just the plates and things. And it does cut into the plates. I realized that I'm destroying the plates pretty quickly. So if anybody knows if I'm doing that wrong, just let me know. But I think my other one, my plates were really just cut up big time. Let me get my little tool out to get those out. Okay, so I do have this little tool that helps clean out the insides of these dies. That helps quite a bit to get it cleaned up. And then I just use my awl as my pokey tool. This one comes with a pokey tool. I just never pull it out. I always just use my awl. And let's see here. I think I've gotten, so these bigger ones are easier. You just tap through it. It's a whole butterfly. These need a little cleaning. And it's magnetic, so it's gotten a hold of my die. I'm not sure why the bottom's magnetic. Now that I think about it, I'm not really certain why they did that. Maybe I should find a video on it. So there you go. So let me see if I can hold that up for you. You can see. So those, and I've already cut these out, so I'll show you in another color. Let me see, they've dropped some here. But here's some in the pink. So there you go. And I didn't use my tool on that one, as you can see, so it's still filled up. So I'm gonna have to, oops, I can't figure out where the camera's at. So I'm gonna have to take and clean those out. And then this one, as you can see, it cut it really good. So I know that this really wasn't a tutorial. I was just kind of showing you the machine and what I've learned so far using it. I kind of just looked at these plates to see what you do, and in the instructions that came with it, and that's where I got my ideas on how to use it. It's pretty much like my other one. You use it pretty much the same, except, you know, the plates are different with those. You have the ones that flip up. It has the little tabs on it. And then this one, you know, is automatic. So I do like the automaticness of this one. I think I just made up a new word, automaticness, but I do like it, and I do like the sleek look and how that little door closes up, and then you just have your power button that you turn it off here. So it's really simple. I like how it detects it. I don't really have to push any buttons. So that is just a show and tell of my birthday gifts and the Sizzix BigShot Switch Plus. And so I was excited to show you guys, and so I got a reason now to use more of my dies. I have lots of dies that I haven't even, sadly to say, I haven't played with enough, and then some. Yesterday I realized that I opened up and I had never really used yet. So I've got lots of dies here that I need to pull out and start using, and so this will give me a reason to get started on that. Well, thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions, just ask below and I can answer about it. If you have any questions about the machine or about these texture fades, if I know the answer, I can answer you. But like I said, I'm not an expert. I just got the machine and I'm learning how to use it, but I just wanted to show it to you guys in case you were interested in it. This is a fairly new machine that's come out, and so I thought it would be fun to share with you all. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.